Hey, what's up, brothers and sisters? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. Alright, and we're going to do this video right here how the VW demolished the Afro community and her image at the same time, and how this demolition of such is being aided by the weak BM. Yes, I'm talking about those simps, y'all. I'm talking about the dudes that attack other Afro men while at any cost thirst after anything coming their way with dark skin. They do not care about their image. They don't care about what has happened to children. They have forgotten even history. Alright? They do not honor the Afro women who did represent the good Afro men and women in a good light. I want y'all to understand this. Such is the trash of these dudes and these females nowadays that they can't tell or don't know that we were more akin to having this image on the right. That's Flojo, y'all. A lot of dudes. This picture was put up of Richardson, who does not represent anything as far as beauty. She don't represent the Afro community. She represents herself and what white America wants her to be. Alright? This isn't how we always represented ourselves. This is Flojo up over here. A creative woman. She holds the record in 100. So sorry are some of these dudes. I was looking at this, what is it? Kevin Samuels, the official Kevin Samuels, let me look at my phone. Dang, I didn't know I was that far down in it. Oh, okay. It's called the official Kevin Samuels real fan page. Alright? It's not real fans of Kevin Samuels. It's definitely not real fans of Kevin Samuels. It is a bunch of weak-minded dudes who created this page that is run by the BW. Yes, most of the posts are the BW who lie statistically, who lie about what they see, and who use the page as a deflection tactic, while at the same time using the page to kick Afro men off of Facebook that's going to call them out. They'll leave the weak ones up that'll worship this woman like Richardson who have forgot about Flojo. Okay? Now, take a look at Flojo and then take a look at Richardson. Seriously, are you saying you don't know which one you would want to represent you as an Afro man or woman in the United States? See, we're not black. We're not from the land of Crayolas. I will mention that. But pay attention to this. Now, as we go through this, I'm going to show you who we used to have represent us and who the Caucasian media put before us, along with the help of the BW. And why I call the dudes simps that try to come against brothers like me that is calling this mess out. Richardson don't represent anything good in the Afro community, but she runs real fast. She about to break some records for the United States, but she don't represent the community. Now, let me take the time to remind y'all to get those thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and share this particularly to the brothers that belong to this group, share this in the official Kevin Samuels group, because there's a lot of brothers just trying to stand up and tell people what the truth is and what's right. But you got a lot of thirsty dudes on this channel that are just full of crap and weak to the point of it. You can see how destroyed the community really is. All right. If you would like to donate to my channel and how we help the community realistically and on the ground, check out my Facebook page, KI Space Jameson. My donation links, my Cash App and PayPal me will be in the description box. And remember, you always take care of yourself and family first. You don't ever donate to nobody out of sacrifice. But if you win a lottery or somewhere, you got it like that, help a brother out as we help the community out. Because this ain't helping the community, right? But it is splitting us up from the foolishness. And a lot of brothers are waking up. Okay? Now, these brothers tolerated anything from these females. All right? This is Richard's Ross. What is she known for? She had an abortion because medals to represent the United States was more important than the life of a child. She then wrote a book, made some money off of that about the abortion, saying, oh, God will forgive her. Right? And so people think that these women actually represent Afro communities, Afro people. No, they represent themselves. They represent that leg up. All right? And at least she's married. But she'll take that from her husband. 5 years, married to a football player. How long is that going to last? I ask is because her name is Richard Ross, but the last name of the football player is Ross. But, you know, as a feminist woman, she must maintain her own identity. Because it's 50-50. You see what I'm saying? Unless Mr. Ross let the house be run like that, like Dwayne Wade. All right? Again, I point out this, that when we really look at this, our women back in the day, and this wasn't too long ago, wasn't all tatted up. Look nice. Desired by everyone. A beautiful smile. There was no masculine energy. And this feminine energy, Flojo, in a black and pink, still has the record. Think about that for a second. She still has the record. All right? We got the other one all tatted up with dragon tattoos and stuff. And we're like, what in the hell is going on? But if y'all don't understand, Flojo recognized that she was representing Afro people in the United States because that's what it was at that time. The image we had was the Cosby shows that were out and the pride in being Afro people. That's gone because these single mothers whipped that out of their children and told them that at any cost you worship the BW. And so that's what you got a lot of these thirsty dudes doing on this official Kevin Samuels real fan book page. And it's nothing but a feminist agenda by some weak simp that probably put it up there. And I wonder if Kevin Samuels understand that these people are misrepresenting a lot of what he says. And the brothers that's calling it out are getting kicked out. Not off the group. these females on that channel, I'm going to say this, Facebook racist policies had did more to silence the voices of Afro men who are calling out the BS that the BWs are doing than anything else. Because the Afro men are the only ones being shut down outside of conservative people. But we are being shut down as a race and as a gender, which Facebook says they're against, but no, that's exactly what their policies does, and that's what they know it do, and that was the intent. Because again, when it's a platform run by racists, see, that's racism right there. Understand, they have a platform that shuts down the voices of Afro men because they know that these BWs are lying, and they can't have people up there that spew facts and statistics and call them out on their BS. All right? And so, when I said that these BWs are destroying the community, this is how they do it. They get rid of the strong men that's standing up for what's right and trying to check them on their BS. And trying to show people, because we remember history, because it ain't really that far ago, where you had women that looked like Flojo, and this Richardson do not represent what Flojo represented. This is the photo here that they had in this group. Now, I'm going to tell you how sorry and how sad these BWs have raised these sorry dudes to be. This is how sorry they are. They looked at this picture on the right of Richardson in front of Flojo and asked the question, literally, somebody asked, why does woman behind Richardson have her hands up? And hardly any of these thirsty simps in this group recognized that that was Florence Griffin Joyner, aka Flojo. She still holds the record for the 100 meters, 10:49, for women. And they put the woman out front who looked like she's in clown makeup, all right, and look ungodly, all tatted up, saying that this represents, no, that don't represent the Afro community. That represents the black community who don't represent anything, don't remember anything, don't want to study anything, don't stand for truth. All right? But the Afro, see, because they still running around calling themselves a color. Like they belong to a box of Crayolas. We are Afro peoples. Many of us are Aboriginal, indigenous people of this land. That's the big secret of why they gave us so many names, like Black, Negro, African American. Because our first names was Indian. Yes, in the census. We were the free roaming Indian. Y'all want to hear that? That's a video for another day. So at the end of the day, all right, we have had the total feminine nature just sucked right out of these BWs. I mean, really, just sucked right out of them. And you can see the transformation from a beautiful female running for the Carter Cowboys to have it all, we don't know what got into her head. To her looking like what you have on the right. And understand that there is some confusion. That lady, how did that lady say it on Mad TV? Looking like a map. And the reason why you really can't talk about it, because it's the thirsty dudes. That because they worship this, only because it got a big behind, they worship anything in skin because they worship this. And it's amazing that they deify this. So because they deify this, because of the big behind, they make everything these things do to the point of them losing their entire femininity. They make it okay and will argue it down that, oh, it's the new beauty. The same dudes that they could shove the Lizzo as a role model down their throat, not realizing that that is the most unhealthy woman. We're talking about diabetes, type 1 and 2, heart disease, high blood pressure, everything that comes with all that weight. They're promoting unhealthy lifestyles and unhealthy spiritual styles within the community. But these dudes don't care. See, because they worship this, all right? Because they worship this and these females want to be worshiped, a lot of these dudes have caused these females to run out and get all kind of operations and stuff. And these things have killed these women. I want you to understand, killed these women. And how quickly did Afro people forget their history about FloJo, the Huxtable show and stuff? But this was intended. All right, and now we sitting up here with something that looks like this, with their tongue out, trying to be Dennis Rodman. And people don't see a problem with that. Brothers, some of us are waking up. But this is why I say we need to separate. All right? Because that don't represent us, like these women don't represent us. Let the wall hit them. Where these women did everything for themselves and themselves only. They propped themselves up for themselves and themselves only. They decided they didn't want to represent us because it was all about them and themselves only. So guess what? Let them hit the wall by themselves and themselves only. Or you can let the simps hit the wall with them. All right? But for us, we need to replace that bad tent nail with another and remind them that this is a no depolicing zone. With that said, I'm out.